AM 1670, Dewberry Jam Community Radio, Valencia, El Dorado, Northern Hills, San Antonio, Texas. Neighborhood radio for the masses.
Yeah, we got you live now. You're on the air there, Billy.
Billy Don Burns, folks. Yay.
Hey, Bridget, thank you and Billy for having me on, man, and a big salute out to Dale Watson for having the brainstorm and the courage to do this, and I'm proud to be a part of it.
Well, that's so wonderful to hear, Billy Dunn. We're really excited to have you on the debut Ameripolitan Live San Antonio show. And my name's Bridget London, if for those that were just tuning in. And I'm here with Dew and Selena, really excited. They have quite a spread here, Billy Dunn. Well, next time you come to Texas, we're going to come hang out here in the studio for a while.
We got cottage cheese and gluten-free pig sticks.
I'm in a motel room in El Paso, just got checked in right now. But I'm a long way from you, but I'm in Texas.
Well, you better come see me, darn it.
I'm on my way to Nevada and California at the Holiday Inn in El Paso.
Well, hell, head this way.
He's past us. He's on his way.
I wish I could. I know you guys. I'd have a lot more time for y'all. But I'm headed west.
All right. Well, very cool. So now, Billy Don, we're going to talk about your brand new album that's been getting rave reviews, and you've even got Song of the Year from Saving Country Music for Stranger. And I want to feature some of the other cuts. You were on my radio show with me and we played some, but I want to talk to you a little bit about some of the other songs. We want to tell folks Nights When I'm Sober, Portrait of a Honky Tonk Singer. If that ain't Ameripolitan music, I don't know what is. But why don't we talk a little bit about the song Is He the Writer? That really gets to me so much.
Well, the truth is, it's the truth, and don't hold it against me, folks, but I just got out of jail, and I wrote that song. Something in there clicked that. I don't know what it was, but hadn't done nothing bad. Just wrong place, wrong time. I knew it was a good one because my good ones come really fast, and it came fast, and I like that one too, Bridget. I'm glad you like it, babe.
I love it. And now, this album is different because you're releasing this record on Rusty Knuckles. We actually played a couple of tracks from your prior albums. We played what we just heard, Tired and Troubled Soldiers Do, was just, and Selena both were just like really, they actually hadn't heard that track prior to this, and they were loving on that. And then we also played Patsy with Willie Nelson, and we're getting ready to play Is He the Writer from your new album. Now, you're on Rusty Knuckles Records, and how did that come about, Billy Don?
Actually, one of the guys in Carolina Freight, a group I was working with over in North Carolina, took the album to Ralph over at Rusty Knuckles, and he loved it and called me, and we made a deal, and I'm proud to be with them. And Aaron Rodgers is the kid that produced the album and played guitar on, I guess, all of them but one. Jerry Lassiter played on one of those, but some good people. Everybody played free that was on the album. Waylon's band came in and did one of them, and just different players. Nobody got paid. Everybody played free. So a lot of love, and Nights When I'm Sober.
Wonderful. Well, let's play Is He the Writer, and will you stay on the phone and talk with us a little bit more, Billy Don?
Sure, I'd love to, Bridget. I love you, baby. And, by the way, I'd like to let everybody out there, Bridget has become my favorite female singer and a great friend. We've worked a lot of gigs together, ain't we, girl?
That we have. It's an honor coming from you, Billy Don, and of course
sure
you're my
is,
favorite.
I'll tell you what.
He's the man, folks. If this is your first introduction to Billy Don, well, get ready. Here we come. Is He the Writer?
Poets like Dylan live in his brain. Is he a writer or is he insane? He dresses in black and he goes it alone. Is he the writer or is he the song?
Oh, man. Billy Dunn, are you still there with us, honey?
I'm with you, baby.
God, that kills me. There's just so many different types of artists out there, but the ones that get to you and you feel in your soul down deep like that, You're one of a kind, my friend, and I don't know if I love you because you're so talented or vice versa. But
You're a sweetheart.
you know, you've been at this a long time, and it's really, I think what's so exciting is there's been this I don't know, energy shift this year where people are really, the ones that don't know about you are finding out about you, and I'm excited about that because those of us who've been in the know, I mean, you're a hero to so many of us, and there's a lot of folks in the chat room who feel the way I do. If you could see, Billy Don, the things that people are saying about your music, and we're going to take some questions from folks in the chat room if they've got any questions, you know. But I just want to talk to you some more about kind of your history a little bit for those that are listening. You know, on this long journey that you've had in music, with country music, and now with Dale coming out with a way to differentiate between Tim McGraw, you know, and those who like Tim McGraw, that's fine, but between that and the kind of music that we all do, you as somebody who was such a part of country music history, how do you feel about the Ameripolitan genre movement?
I think it's a great move on, like I say, Dale Watson, who started it and brought it together, and I think it was time for something new. You're the first one to tell me about it, and it sounded exciting, and I'm proud to be a part of it. I think it's a good thing, man.
What are some of like the best memories that you have as far as like when you discovered somebody that moved you or you got to do something? I know you've had so many great experiences, and they're always such fun stories to tell. I can never hear them enough myself, and there's a lot of folks who've maybe never even heard them. But like, for instance, why don't you tell folks about how you met Merle Haggard?
Well, I met Merle, it was like 1971, and I was living in California. And I told the guys in the band I was going up to Bakersfield to meet Merle, and they said, "You're not going to meet Merle Haggard." And I said, "Well, I'm going to go try." And I got up there, and I looked up his publishing company, and it was in the phone book, and I went there, and the lady said, "You need to meet with Roy Nichols. He listens to our songs." And, of course, Roy was a big part of Merle's sound. He played lead guitar, you know, and he published a couple of my songs. It was real nice. They said, "Do you want to meet Merle?" And I said, "Yeah." You know, I'd never met a star at that time. And he called Merle, and he said, "Merle and Bill Woods is in the back." And I went back there and met him, and they were so nice to me. And Merle said, "Bill, you already did him on the TV show this afternoon." It was called Jimmy Thomason on Channel 23 there in Bakersfield. So next thing I know, I'm on TV for the first time singing to Merle Haggard, you know, and it was so great. And then some 20 years later, I got to produce Merle on an album with Johnny Paycheck. So it was a really wonderful deal. I mean, the first time I met him there, you know, they were so good to me, really.
I'll tell you what, the first time I met Billy Don Burns was at Bridget's concert. And you know what? What's so cool about it is I handed you a flask, and you took it.
Hey, we had a good time in Marble Flight, Texas.
We sure did. We sure did. You know, with all the different stuff going on with the new album now, I don't know if this is something, if you can't talk about it, let me know, but I heard a rumor that there's going to be a documentary about you, Billy Don. Is that something you want to confirm, or can we talk about that?
Yeah, J.B. Beverly and Ralph, the CEO there at Rusty Knuckles, asked me about it, and I said, "Sure, if you think anybody wants to hear it." And so I'm very excited about it. And we taped our first part of it with Shooter Jennings last week in North Carolina. Shooter said some really nice things about me. He's a really good boy and a great talent. Tanya Tucker said she'd like to be a part of it, and Billy Joe Schaefer, he wants to be a part of it. So I'm excited about that. You know, I don't know if anybody wants to see it, but we've got some great people going to want to be a part of it. So maybe it'll be a good thing, I guess.
Hell yeah! I think it's great. I think it's great. I love this idea.
Tanya's supposed to call and give an interview with you in the next few days for one of your shows. You know,
I used to watch her at a county fair when she was 16 years old.
Yeah, you know.
I'm not saying how old I was. Okay.
I've spent 2 or 3 birthdays with Tanya. I forget all of them, but I do remember her 16th birthday. She got a brand new sports car, and she came over and picked me up and let me drive it. And she said, I want to find Dolly Parton's house. This was back in the 70s, you know. We finally found it, and we pulled up to the big mansion, and there was Dolly and Carl, her husband, sitting on the porch. And we stopped for a little while, and Tanya mentioned it was her birthday, and Dolly insisted we come in, and she fixed us something to eat. And Dolly was doing all the fixing, and she said, "Oh, Billy, I know you need another piece of that pie," you know. And it was a wonderful time on Tanya's 16th birthday. It's just me and Tanya and Dolly and her man.
Very
we had
cool.
a great time.
Very cool. And she's on your album. You all did a song together called Mississippi on Heroes, Friends, and Other Troubled Souls. You've got so many great records out. I love all of them, as well as this new one. In fact, I think we should play another song from this new album. Before we play it, Billy Don, you want to talk a little bit about the song Diablo's Highway?
That's a song that me and Hank Cochran was down in Mexico, down around Rosarita Beach on the Baja down in there, and that's where that started. And I like that song. It's kind of gospel-y, you know. And he got to stretch out a little rock and roll picking on the. I like that thing.
All right. Will you stay on the phone with us, love? When we come back, we'll talk a little bit more. Have you got time?
Yes, ma'am.
There ain't no way out. There's not to ride. Sometimes you die, you get lost in the maze. Boy, don't go Diablo's Highway. There should be a danger sign to tell what's on the road. It's the devil's picture. You painted what you want. When you pass the point of no return, all exits may be closed.